Look at the situation we have now. Whatever the city does, it's not working. Gridlock is getting worse, and it's going to continue to get worse.
I'm Adrian Gobriel here along the east end of the Gardiner Expressway, rather of the east end of the lakeshore. You'll notice these pillars. They are all part of what used to be the east end of the Gardiner Expressway, as I just mentioned. Now, suffice it to say, we haven't built very many new highways, expressways, or roads through the center of our city for several decades, though one group, a group of 7, who we're told includes some engineers, some planners, consultants, as well as transit enthusiasts, have come up with a plan to build an underground tunneled roadway from one end of our city to the next. Now, we're told it will be entirely privately funded. It would also be a toll road. While it might sound like a pie-in-the-sky idea, we're told it could be completely plausible by one of the planners.
So what we're looking at is moving a lot of the through traffic underground by building a tunnel under existing railway corridors across the city from end to end to move a lot of the traffic, a lot of the trucks, and get them off the streets and get them moving underground. And then the streets can be freed up for things like surface transit, bicycle and pedestrian rights of way.
This would be the longest tunneled underground vehicle highway in the world.
Yes, it would. 62 kilometers long. There's the Ontario Teachers Pension Fund, which has over $100 billion available. There are oil companies, there are large companies in the Middle East, in China, in Europe, in America that are looking to invest.
James Alcock ballparks the project to cost $20 billion, a number some may call low. The project has been in the making for 5 years, according to Alcock. It would see twin underground tunnels similar to those built in Australia. It would include an express bus, and it would start at the 401 and Kingston Road to Guildwood Station, then head under the Lakeshore East GO rail lines to the Gardiner, then under the downtown rail corridor to the Barrie North rail lines to Black Creek up to the 400. It's a plan some urban planners are calling counterproductive to the work we're trying to do in Toronto.
So a big thing with highways is something called induced demand. Basically, when we build new road capacity, it fills up pretty quickly just because we've made driving easier. So more people will start driving, they'll live further away. And, you know, a tunneled highway is no different than adding a lane to the 401, which is sort of where we see this happening all the time. Whatever this costs, I mean, it's private dollars that are going to get invested in our city, and we don't necessarily want dollars getting invested in bad ways that are counterproductive to how we want our city built.
It's important to note the plan being floated is just that right now. It's just a plan, one of many being floated across the city as we try and look at getting our city moving in a more efficient manner. Now, Alcock says he and his team will be taking their idea to all levels of government in the new year. As I mentioned, a lot of this plan entails building underneath rail corridors, something they would need approval from the province to do.